know guys, I don't have a rear view mirror. The truth is, I removed it to reduce weight on the vehicle. The actual truth, it just fell off. It's in like the back seat. And yeah, that's the thing with these older cars, you know, things just stop working. You know, all the wear and tear. Oh, that was sketchy. Things just get old and brittle and they break. That's just the reality of it. But at the same time, isn't that what gives these old cars character? My car, for example. Oh, it's a new Z and a Miata. Nice. This is a 2004 Subaru WRX, and it is in fact a wagon. This is my wagon, and it's great. This car is now a little bit over 20 years old, and oh, that guy's drifting. It is kind of something of a gem or relic, just because you can't find these cars anymore, especially in good condition. But that's honestly why I bought this thing. You know, just in my opinion, I don't think that new wagons are as good. And you guys might be asking, like, Lewis, what do you mean by that? Honestly, yes, they're way faster and they have way more tech, and they're better daily drivers. They're better commuters. However, what those cars don't have that the old cars have is a perfect combination blend of character and analog feel. Those modern wagons just don't have as much character, in my opinion. My car, for example, I mean, look at it, it's got a Momo steering wheel on it from the factory. They don't even do that anymore on cars, hardly ever. When these aftermarket companies collab with auto manufacturers, I think it's great when they do, but they don't do it enough. And the manual transmission. The manual is, as you guys know, it's going extinct. Every year, fewer and fewer cars have this as an option. And I remember back in the day when this used to be standard and you had to pay more to get an automatic, because automatics were, you know, they were the newest, hottest thing. So that's another thing that just goes into like character and personality that these old wagons have. Also, kind of a double-edged sword, kind of a hot take, but there are no, like, hardly any safety features. My wagon, for example, it doesn't have any traction control. So, you know, I drive a Subaru, and the brand believed that their all-wheel drive system was so good that they in fact just didn't need to have that as an option to come on these cars. And that's pretty cool, because nowadays it's kind of mandated. Oh, that's sweet. It's kind of mandated that cars have that as a standard feature. But, you know, that's what just separates the new stuff. It's all like computerized and limited, and you can only do so much with those cars before they just freak out, versus the old stuff you can get away with a lot, right? So another hot take is like pricing, right? I'll be fully transparent. I spent $6,500 on my wagon, and it's been great. Yes, it has a check engine light, but I mean, I know how to fix it, and that's another beautiful thing. We'll get into that later. But yeah, just touching on price, nowadays all these different types of brands, like Audi with their RS6 Avant, BMW with their all-new M5 Touring, these wagons are six figures, you know, and the normal enthusiasts can't really afford or justify getting into those types of vehicles. And it's been so crazy, because the wagon has always been like a good bang for buck value vehicle. It's like a do-it-all vehicle. It can be sporty, it can be practical, it can be reliable. It just does everything really well. But nowadays all these brands want to charge all this money, and honestly I believe the reason is because they just can't justify building them, right? don't mind the rainstorm in the background. But yeah, all these brands, they can no longer justify building these wagons, so they'll charge an arm and a leg. They'll charge 6 figures for someone to get into their product. And it's crazy. It's kind of like supercars. It's like a brand's sales aren't good enough. Obviously they can't justify a supercar because it's such a niche market, and you're really tailoring to like 1% of your clientele. So it's kind of like the same thing with wagons, not as serious, but it's hard for these brands to justify making them. And when they do, they need to, you know, put a bunch of R&D into the wagons, and just with inflation and all that, it just causes them to be super expensive. So unfortunately, there's not really much affordable, sporty analog wagons. I mean, I don't even know if Volkswagen or Volvo make like a manual wagon anymore. I believe like they don't. So it's just really unfortunate. To be fully transparent, I actually wanted a Subaru sedan, but I couldn't find any just because they're all thrashed and beat on and modified. So then I kind of had to shift gears, and I kind of had to look at wagons. And at first, initially, I didn't want a wagon as much as a sedan. Not that I hate wagons, I actually do love them, but it wasn't my first option. But after owning this car, I don't think I made the wrong decision. And it's just because I daily drive this thing, and it's been great. It's been pretty much, you get all of the benefits of the sport Subaru sedan, but none of the drawbacks with the vehicle being not as practical. Also, with all these newer car models, you can't really wrench on them too much. You need specific tools to work on them. You know, the cars freak out when you do stuff and modify them. It's not like these older ones where, you know, if I need to change the alternator, it's at the top of the motor, and it's like 3 bolts and the alternator comes right off. It's nothing like that, you know. It's like a lot of these cars, I'd even make the argument like they'll freak out if you change the oil on them. So my complaint is that there's too much computers in these cars to not even let you modify them, let alone do the maintenance. So it's just kind of ridiculous. I think all these new wagons are great, like even the mid-2000s wagons, you know, it was kind of like the end of the analog and kind of entering the modern wagon, you know, with like the E63 AMG. But it's a dying breed, guys. So I just thought I'd go on a little rant. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I just, you know, I'm stuck in traffic. It's like a rainstorm in Florida right now, and I just thought I'd give you guys my 2 cents of what I think. So thanks for coming to my wagon TED Talk.